The Resident Evil 9 trailer was announced, and, hold on, something's missing. Ah, just like the good old days. Anyways, the Resident Evil 9 trailer was announced, so you know we had to be weird and analyze every frame and screenshot. And wouldn't you know it, we stumbled into a few theories. In this video, we'll nit and pick at the trailer, examine the Ashcroft family, and throw out a huge connection to Albert Wesker that may or may not come true in Resident Evil 9. Bro, we don't do the voice anymore. It's just Resident Evil 9. To start our theory, let's look at Alyssa Ashcroft. In 1998, she was investigating Umbrella, and she was caught in the center of the Raccoon City outbreak, barely making it out alive. From that moment on, she was most likely obsessed with exposing Umbrella. Even 18 years later, she was still chasing the story, sending her to Louisiana in the events leading up to Resident Evil 7. However, within 2 years of that, she's dead. Or is she? Oftentimes in storytelling, a character is assumed to be dead because their body is never found, and yet they miraculously show up later in the story. Could that be the case with Alyssa? Could she be this thing? Maybe not, but let's scrap that and look at Grace. We know her mother, but wait 1 minute, this is storytelling. There's an important question we are ignoring.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Grace's dad seems like an unimportant detail until you hear the game's villainy character speak.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Well, if her mom is a regular rando Alyssa, then what would make her special? Perhaps a special father? Maybe one with the progenitor virus coursing through his DNA? Just think. After the outbreak, Alyssa Ashcroft is doing anything and everything, and maybe even everyone, to get the story. So, was she doing Wesker? I mean, the timeline makes sense. Maybe investigating Code Veronica? We also know that Wesker gets around, knocking up an Estonian woman and having a son he doesn't even know about, Jake Wesker, the guy from Resident Evil 6. Perhaps it's the same story with Grace. And wait a minute, that would make her related to Jake, and Jake isn't special because he was born before Wesky got virusy, so is he the man in the hood? Is he jealous? Alright, Barry, you're going too far. It's more likely that the character is a reverse-aged Oswell Spencer. I mean, no, it's not possible, but wait a minute, this is a Resident Evil game. Yeah, I'm totally confused. Unfortunately for Resident Evil 9, we aren't doing a theory where Wesker somehow survived dying. However, even if Wesker is long gone, he always seems to have a connection to something going on in the RE universe. So Grace,
yes?
Let me ask you one more time.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
If the answer is Wesker, and what he does is constantly show up in my theory videos but not in his children's lives, then we may be onto something in Resident Evil 9. See, we did it.